Hello, everyone who's tuning in right now, and for those that are catching this on demand at a later date. My name is Annie Wells, and I'm excited to be bringing on Thomas Aflas and Sophia Hennigue of CHT Group, a chemical supplier with the claim to be a leader for textile solutions focused on sustainability. So, Thomas, what is the story you want to tell us here today?
Hi, Annie, and hi to the audience. Today, we would like to talk about a nice ongoing story for outstanding possibilities doing a genes treatment on a highest ecological level. We would like to talk a little about that it is not a matter of course to launch sustainable solutions to the market, and that it is very important that everybody is participating and helping to implement sustainable solutions. And finally, also that we have to be open, that we need to rethink and to redesign processes. We have to be open for this in order to give a space for the new things which need the space to develop. And the following short teaser video, we tried to take up this situation with the water becoming rare at the beginning, which is the starting point of our development of the idea. And with a curved light for beetle showing up that it is not so easy, and then again, not a matter of course to play such things.
For sure. So I think that Joanne, we can play the teaser video for OrganIQ now. I love the beetle in the video, but seriously, it was a very beautiful video and very encouraging as well. But previously, I have a few questions for you. So previously, you mentioned that this is an ongoing story. So can you tell us kind of what the key points of this development are up until today? And what do you mean when you say, by the way, or flight has been curvy on this journey?
Yes, I mean, the story started with our product launch in 2015 already. The initial idea was to replace chemistry, which according to us is one of the harmfulest chemistry we are using so far in the genes treatment. It is potassium permanganate. Harmful means to workers and especially also to the environment. So the idea was to first to replace potassium permanganate. We launched the product the first time, in fact, in Latin America at the Columbia Tex, where we found really a big, very nice attention to this first launch. But very soon we had to learn that not everything has been good with our development. We started at the same point when this trend came up with a higher amount of elastane to the denim, which showed up negative for us because if OrganIQ was used like a PP spray, in some cases it could damage the elastane. And a second difficulty was that we had to learn that nothing is cheaper than potassium permanganate. And it is not so easy to launch something or to convince the people if it makes the final product, the jeans at the end, a little more expensive. So
right, yeah, totally. And this sounds like kind of a disappointing setback after all the time and energy that you put into developing OrganIQ. But we are sitting here today discussing a successful product. So how did you flip the coin and bring this idea to success?
Yeah, first, it was clear for us that to make a product cheaper was not possible because one of the raw material is available very limited worldwide. So this dependency was also a dictate for the price. So another idea was to make the product more efficient. And after our test results in our lab, we were of opinion that it should be suitable for the application with the already existing nebulization systems of some of the machine suppliers. So we joined with machine suppliers. We went to them with our idea. They offered us to use their systems, and we made the first trials. But also here, the beetle was still in the curvy line. So the first results were for nothing, were really for the garbage. But we kept on our idea, and we brought together more of his machine suppliers, as much as possible experience together in one pot. And then later on, we could end quite okay. We could drop the price. We could achieve a huge water reduction in the process. We could replace also chlorine and partially pumice stones. So it was a first good step, yeah.
Okay, so what was the breakthrough then?
Yeah, the breakthrough, we needed, in fact, another breakthrough because we were talking, and at this moment, we had only a partially success because the product was very fast, very successful, in fact, in the Americas, before it became a smaller success until today in Asian countries. So still today, we are fighting a little in the Asian countries and have nice sales and possibilities in the Americas. Nice was also to see that some customers joined to the OrganIQ due to the fact that it was improving their wastewater treatment plants or the result of the wastewater treatment plants. But we had still to fight with a limited possibility to achieve the common looks of the jeans. The look was still too much on the contrast side. It was not possible to achieve flat looks like it was known by typical chlorine bleaches. So in some parts of countries, success, in some not, with a look a little limited still.
Okay, so the efforts ended in a partial solution then, you could say.
Yeah, at this point, yes. And for that reason, we said to ourselves, we cannot stop seeking, looking for another additional solution. And we tried to develop another kind of a system, ecological system, either to replace the first one or maybe to put it next to the system. Okay. And in fact, this happened 8 or 10 weeks back. We could launch the second system, the OrganIQ 6 system, which allows us now to widen the range of the possibilities for creating jeans looks, nice washing looks, and bleaching looks a lot. You can now use it not only in the nebulization systems, now where people can use it also in water. And very nice also to use the new modern low liquor ratio systems. Again, a nice development of machine suppliers, which is also dropping the water consumption if you apply it in water and making the complete system also very economic, price-wise.
Okay.
And all this together, now we call the OrganIQ EMS Jeans, the ecological modular system for jeans.
Right. Would you say versatility was a key factor in creating a more successful route for OrganIQ?
Versatility?
Yeah, versatility of the product, creating this efficiency and multiple uses for it.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the key points. If you are too much limited with the possibility how to use it and how to achieve the common looks with people, which people are asking for, which they see in the shops, it is difficult. And you need possibilities to create what the people are used to have and what the people are looking for. And I think now with the EMS system, it is possible. Coming from a look maybe like an acid wash until a super flat look like a chlorine bleach, everything with a water reduction due to the help of machine supplier systems of 70%, and with products which are decomposing itself, so that at the end in the wastewater remains almost nothing except a little of peroxide. This is in fact another level, I think, of ecology in the jeans treatment.
Yeah, well, it sounds ambitious, but we obviously need ambition. But before we go, I wanted to turn to Sophia as one of your youngest members of the team. So how do you see OrganIQ as the way forward? And do you really see this as a big step towards where you think the industry should be heading?
Yes, I think that's definitely a big step ahead with this system. We make a step in the right direction to a more sustainable treatment of jeans. And when I started at CHT, to be honest, I didn't know that the jeans treatment is that harmful to the environment. And because I was surrounded in my daily life during my studies with sustainability and the mindset that we have to change something now, that the future will be better. And the more I was shocked that it didn't arrive yet in the denim industry. And yeah, the more I was impressed about the whole story of OrganIQ, and my colleagues never stopped trying to transform the conventional system into a completely ecological system, which is the OrganIQ EMS Jeans now. And yeah, for me, the most bravest step was the cooperation with the machine suppliers, because at that moment they focused on saving water, saving energy, and also saving chemicals. And I think this is the motivation we need to change something in the future. We have to work together, we have to join our forces, and then I think we are on the best way to make this future better for all the following generations.
Well, it sounds like you have a great team to do that with. So thank you, Sophia and Thomas, for your time today chatting and walking us through the journey with OrganIQ. I think it was very fascinating to understand the challenges that you have overcome and really shows the value that you've put into the product. And for anyone that wishes to get in touch with CHT Group about OrganIQ or any other inquiries, please get in touch via email. And I think for any questions you have, I think the team has said that they will stick around to answer them in the Q&A. So if you do have any questions, pop them in the Q&A and someone from the team at CHT Group will get it tended to. So again, thank you for your time. It was lovely chatting and learning more about OrganIQ. And yeah, we'll see you on the screen. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show, everyone.
Of course, a lot.
Thank you for participating.
Thanks for the Kingpin team. Thank you, Annie.
Thank you.
It's great to be with you.
It was great to be with you too.